Hi, Toby Hodges from Yachting World, and just about to step aboard the new Sunbeam 32.1. And for those familiar with Sunbeam, Austrian built, third generation yard, now 65 years they've been building. This is a Sunbeam with a difference. They've done day sailors before, but this one is very different from the norm. They basically started from scratch, looking at the market. So Andreas is the third generation of Sunbeam, and he took over the yard about 18 months ago. And with an industrial designer in Austria and with J&J Naval Architects, they wanted to create something very different. A weekender to go with the type of use that their market, which is 90% lake sailors, are after now. And that is a very easy to use and maintain boat with a lot of space. So I'm starting aft here for a reason, because look at the amount of space in after the wheels there, and that is without an electric bathing platform which extends. You can see the swimming ladder part, but that bathing platform extends electrically to give you another 4 square meters of space. So you get your toys out, you pump your paddleboard up and that sort of thing, or just use it as a large bathing platform. And then you still have a huge cockpit area with the sailing systems kept separate from the cockpit benches. I mean, this one does have the extra asymmetric winches for controlling sheets there, but otherwise it would just be, we'll have a look at those on board the boat in a minute, but you can see the amount of space in there as well. But what you haven't seen yet is also how different the design looks. And if I move across here so you can see further forward on the boat, it has what's called a flight deck. So look how the shear line continues and meets the bowsprit, and it's almost separate to the reverse bow below. So you still get a narrow bow and a narrow forefoot, but the bowsprit above it is taking both the anchor and obviously the 2 head sails, but it's also creating a steps for those that more bow to. Is an easy entrance and creates a huge foredeck and forward side deck area for walking forward. So yeah, still a narrow entry, but lots of space above it, and then that big window below it for the natural light for the interior. Yeah, and it's proven a big success already. So they were planning to try and fill production slots for a year with 12 builds, but they've already sold 30. So let's jump aboard this very novel looking new Sunbeam, which seems to have plenty of innovative new ideas on there. So this is a pretty easy, gentle and enjoyable 7 knots we're making here under code 0 in what is 9 knots apparent. This is exactly the sort of day sailing weekending that the boat is designed for. Really easy to control as well. I mean, yeah, double rudder, so you've got loads of grip. This has the optional electrical winches, which makes it even easier, but really wouldn't be hard to put a winch handle on there and grind. But it's very, very easy. So you've got the German main sheet system led back to these bank of clutches there under the coamings. And this one, as I said earlier, has the optional secondary winches as well. And as you see, we've actually got it sheeted onto these electrical winches here, so it's push button for me to trim. And that's about all the effort I need to exert at the moment. I don't know if you can see this from here, but I'll try and show you from down below as well. But pretty cool aspect to be able to see the water going through past the hole there on that forward porthole. I don't think I've ever seen that before. bathing platform coming out. Bob? Now we have cheated the harbour master. We have extra length on our boat. So these holders here are for carbon fibre poles, so the whole of the cockpit area can be covered. And the other thing you'll notice very different is your engine, which is under main access here under the cockpit sole. So they brought the engine right aft, and I'll show you for why on the interior. In terms of stowage, you have a nice deep cockpit locker in here, which goes right down to hull level. And a good size cockpit table with a removable section, so you can put your ice and drinks in there and empty it out. Then you move into a really impressive modern light interior. So as well as the modern styling, first thing you notice is natural light wherever you're looking, eye level windows throughout. And the same thing again when you're sitting down, you'll be looking through those forward windows at eye level. Sunbeam done a superb job. I mean, this is a high-end yacht in terms of pricing, starts at 170,000 euros, and this one I'll check pricing anyway. Just really nicely done. Finish quality is superb, the woodwork's superb. A lot of use of GRP liners, but the actual trim itself is, they use plywood and MDF to build the furniture, and then the actual timber is oak here, beautifully done. You can have, instead of this, the grey surrounds here, it could be timber, could be teak, could be carbon fibre, whatever you want it to be. This one has this interior LED lighting, ambient lighting surrounding here. Very cool effect. And yeah, main sort of target was to give you a lot of usable space as well. So the point of moving the engine aft, so behind here, is to give a proper 2.1 metre berth back here. This normally has a backrest to it, and the backrest doubles to fill in here to give the forward berth. So normally that forward berth with this fill in, there's another 2.1 metre berth. So that with the backrest in place. These are the carbon fibre poles, which will have a cockpit stowage forward. This one's got a bow thruster on it, as you can tell as well. But you can see all the space you get from not having the engine here. It frees up so much space under the cockpit area. Engine access in there, and then you have this technical room back here. So it means that the sun pads which go on the foredeck and in the cockpit can be stowed away properly, rather than littering your interior really. Really nice fixtures and fitting. The light switches, these are if you charge your phone, you just drop your phone on that, you walk down into the boat, you connect to the Bluetooth like you would on your car. You've got a C-Zone digital switching system and fusion stereo system. Really nicely done. Yeah. Little induction stove there, and a fridge, good stowage. As I said, really nice finish quality. And another key element to the design was to have a proper heads area, which can be private for use, with good stowage as well, open stowage there, so yeah, maximising the space. Pretty nice for a 32-footer to have, such a large heads area. Can have a shower in there as well, or there is one in the cockpit. And one last area to show you here is this foredeck area. So you get this sun lounging space on the foredeck thanks to the wide flight deck area, and they've developed these cushions which fold up, so when you're going upwind it fills in this area, and when you're going downwind doubles in length, so it covers over this area, so you can fully recline on it, and you have your armchair sections essentially as well. Loads of good ideas on this boat. So as I say, starts at 179,000 euros. So it's not cheap. This one's 250 ink VAT. But plenty of people are already seeing the appeal of it.